4 bolts are out, the brake line's out, all the drum kit stuff's out, emergency cable's out. It's super easy. You just kind of bend 3 tabs in and push it. You can spin it around to get the other tabs. Bust that off. Super simple. You can save the bleeder screw if you want that for another project. Don't. And then we'll wire wheel this. I'll get the new part over. Everything's on here so that it won't corrode any worse than it already has. And when I need to take this off in the future for God knows what reason, it will come off for me. And I believe it is like this. They're tagged left and right. The passenger side on this car being the right side. Also known as curb side. So that's the side of the car that the curb is on. These don't normally come gold, but I painted mine gold. That's on. We will grab the caliper and the caliper bracket. Actually, I'll throw the axle back in, to be honest, first. Every moment that is left open is another moment for more shit to get into that. Okay. Never seizing everything on this job. Because if I ever have to service it again, I don't want it to be broken. Or don't want it to break. Me. These actually do not get Liberties, they get Loctite. That's as per the factory service manual. Honestly, a lot of the braking components get some sort of Loctite compound. Yeah. I didn't have any on the threads because the reflection of the light. I did. That wasn't it. Alrighty. There's a little cutout on the circle for the slider, and that's where the it slots into the caliper. If you've wondered. Alright, we're not going to tighten those up yet because I still need to run the emergency cable, which I got, and I'll come with that. These are new from LMR. They're 493 Cobra, which uses basically this brake setup. Alright, so now we're going to do the brake line aspect of this install. I'm only going to do the one side because the driver's side's already been done. I put them here, I drill a hole, 5/16, put a nut and bolt through, and then the other screw, little sheet metal screw that held the little tab that held the hard line originally to the drum. It works as just another, you don't put like too much tension because it is just a screw, and it just helps it from rotating and then ever having the chance of backing off that that bolt. But what I've done is I've ran the tubing cutter on the brake line because now it's needs to be much shorter. This side's a little more tricky because you have your three-way valve here, or three-way plumbing piece, your T essentially, and I'm just scratching the paint off right now. But yeah, we want to make sure we get the fitting on. It is the same thread, but you do need the longer shank because these go into about here for thread depth. So, maybe hard to see, but you get the gist of it. Yeah, this is the key to every brake flaring job, is get this on first. Get more paint off this. It's just a little bit bent, so I couldn't get it. The trick to brake flaring consistently every time is to spend the money on something like this, and this is the Master Tool double flaring kit, and we'll show you how it works. We have the hydraulic actuator here, and then we have our dies, and we have our two different styles of flares. So it's as simple as this. Put this in here, you put it on the line. This style's handy because you can do it on the car. You tighten this down here so it jams the two clamps together. You get it so it's flush to the back edge of the or the front edge, I should say, of the die, and then you make sure this nipple is going into the center of it. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to line it up, but you need to make sure it's lined up or it won't give you a good flare. So, and then we just pump it. You can feel it bottom out, take off the hydraulic pressure, get your die out of here, and depending on the flare you need, you can run the 45 to get the inverted flare. Again, make sure it gets on centered. Close the hydraulic valve, go in, you'll feel it bottom out much quicker on the second time you do it because you're not pushing it in very far. And then, yeah, you are done. Perfect flare every time on the car, without fault and without issue. I can't say enough about that tool. And then you just need to bend this into place. Once you get the thread started, it will find its home in centering it. I believe these are 10 mil, which I have a wrench here somewhere. Or no, it's actually 11 mil, which is also 7/16, which this wrench is. And the glorious thing of switching old Mustang parts with new Mustang parts is your car is a clusterfuck of imperial and metric. And yeah, it's as simple as that.